Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Hard to follow, hard act to follow, amazing. Right, I'm going to try and launch through several poems quite quickly and not waffle on too much, as I can sometimes. So this is a summary poem to start with. It's called A Symphony of Lawnmowers. A symphony of lawnmowers on a beautiful sunny day. I'm sitting in the garden listening to the lawnmower orchestra play. It must be some avant-garde piece, I think. It's really very discordant and tuneless, but it's popular with all the lawnmower players, as demonstrated by its weekly performance. Sometimes a hedge cutter accompanies, and strimmers and leaf blowers too. The cacophony of garden appliances eventually reach a peak crescendo. And it happens every week without fail. Garden machines fire up with a roar, and they growl, drone and whiz in disharmony, sending me running indoors. Thank you. Okay, so this is about a sort of really self-centered kind of people, and it's called Blueprint of Humanity. I am the blueprint of humanity. The whole world revolves around me. I am the centre of the universe. You all come second, I come first. Wherever I go, there I am. I have always been at the centre of the plan. When I was born, the world came into existence. With my birth, the universe formed in that instance. But there are people out there that refute my claim, saying I am deluded, and I need to realise that there's nothing unique about my personal worldview, and everybody feels central to their lives. I laugh and I tell them to show me proof, which they always find impossible to do. How ridiculous 8 billion people also claim to be the centre of the universe, the blueprint of humanity. There's only one of those, me. Alright, so I do a bit of filth. I do like a bit of filth. So I'm sure loads of people who have got pets. It's not about pets actually. But so if anyone's ever gone to a vet and has been sitting in the waiting room, you know, waiting for your pet to be put down or something terrible, and you're sort of looking around and you're looking at these things for sale and you think, and this is about that. Did you know that you can get a butt plug from the vet? It's sold as a dog chew. I bought one just for you. It's also for me too, because I'd really love to find what happens when a dog chew is inserted in your behind. Did you know that you can get a double ender from the vet? It's sold as a dog toy, but can also bring you joy. Stick it where the sun don't shine, put on a friend and have a grind. Well, I bet that vet don't know his dog toy's in that kind of show. I bet you didn't know that you can get a great big butt plug discreetly from your vet. Long term it causes injuries, no doubt, but it can also sort some leaky problems out. And if you find the plug no longer brings you joy, you can revert it back to a good old-fashioned dog toy. And the dog won't mind if there's still traces of poo, because a dog just want to have something new to chew.
Absolutely disgusting.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to do some shorter poems and some a bit serious, actually, surprisingly. Because they're short, instead of clapping in between them, I'm just going to ring this Tibetan bell. Which, funny enough, I tried this the first time the other day, and it was actually quite hard to ring, because it tends to sort of like swing about. So I think I've got the hang of it. But I'll ring this and it's like a call to come back to the moment, clean the mind of the previous poem and be in an enlightened state. Right. The cat climbed in the cot and sat upon the face, and when it started getting cold, it went off to find a warmer place. Yes, yes. The country needs the homeless to show the working man what will happen to them if they don't stick with the programme. There you go, see, pain in the arse. Right. Exhilarating activities with risk of death attached is what makes them exciting while you're still surviving. Northern Lights over a music festival, it blew some hippies' minds. Some worshipped the scene while some ran for cover, depending on dose, duration and kind. This is one for sober people. I'm a sober person, so... Sometimes fond memories of getting drunk play havoc with my thinking, but I remind myself, if alcohol's so good, then why did I decide to give up while I was still drinking? Alright, this is about Glyphosate Zen Garden, this is called. And it's dedicated to I live in a village, it's dedicated to the farmers all around me. So please come and take a walk around my Glyphosate Zen Garden. You'll need rubber boots, a mask and a hazard suit to put on. You won't find any weeds and pretty wildflowers here. I spray off every seedling as soon as it appears. My Glyphosate Zen Garden is as minimalist as can be. Bare mud creates a sense of calm and deep tranquility. I'd like to go into business designing space where nothing grows. You wait, my Glyphosate Zen Garden will be in Chelsea Flower Show. Right about plastic mining, so in the future I think people will be down in the ground digging out the plastic. It will be mined one day, all that plastic that we chucked away, buried deep or thrown out to sea, now a valuable commodity. Plastic prospectors have a dream of finding untapped plastic seams, running where there once were tips, ripe to extract and make them rich. Children get sent to dig it out. Woke campaigners say it's exploiting. The lawyers deny the child's life is shortened by microplastic poisoning. Okay, Israel. Okay, Israel. Hard to write a poem about, but I have had a go, and here it is. Israeli meat products from the Palestinian abattoir, consumed by the West in shame and in horror. I can't stop vomiting from Israeli meat poisoning. Wow. Thank you. Wow. Screens. I took away their screens and they started screaming. I said, what we need is a scream-free zone. I decided to make the living room scream-free, and we started having scream-free evenings together in this room. At first, without the screams were frequent, but things soon settled and we now have quality scream-free time together every day. And the last one of the short ones. People on their speakerphone, unaware there's many an ear, listening for any interesting, sensitive information to hear. Words of love or sexual intent, private, intimate, darkest secrets, conversations that should be heard alone and not out loud on your speakerphone. Yeah. Thank you. So I've got a few more, I'm going to get a bit more silly now. Actually, this one's a bit silly, but it's kind of a bit heavy as well. So, I don't know if, like a lot of people, you get to a certain age, people come up to new people and they say, oh, have you got kids? And I say no. And you see this sort of brief flash of panic across their faces when they think, oh fuck, you can't have them. And so I quickly add, it's alright, I didn't want them, actually. And if they say why, I I read them this poem. So this poem is called No One Was Hurt in the Making of This Poem. I did my kids a favour, kept them a twinkle in my eye. I captured them in a condom and put them in a bin to die. I did my kids a favour. They didn't reach the womb. They bumped heads on a coil or got spunked in sync with the moon. Yes, I did my kids a favour. They were a pleasure to unload. They got gobbled up and swallowed. It kept them out this cruel, cruel world. Oh, I did my kids a favour by deciding on the childless way. I would have hated to have been a parent, sorry, and my wife felt exactly the same way. So together we did our kids a favour and kept them just twinkles in our eyes. And our cautions meant there never were abortions, and we happily let our fertile years pass by. What's happening?
Go on. Yeah, go on.
So I'll do one more. Right, okay, so I'll finish on a daft one. I've actually got a book, and it is actually about Buddhism, funny enough, so you may not have gathered that. But it does have some of these sort of poems in it, and I suppose the poems are designed to kind of make you help people see reality, because I think I'm sort of doing poems about reality, that sort of uncomfortable truth. Anyway, maybe you'll disagree. This one's a silly poem, though, it's got nothing Buddhist about at all. It's called The Parson's Nose. At home I have a problem with my sheets falling off the bed. I wake up in the depths of night feeling cold and irritated. So I got some length of rope and I tied down those loose bed clothes. And now there's a big lump in the duvet which my wife calls the parson's nose. The parson's nose looks like a chicken's arse when it's laid out on the tray. It sticks out at an angle and gets in a sleeping person's way. The parson's nose does a very good job of stopping my sheets from falling, but it irritates the hell out of my wife, who complains it stops her sleeping. She says it prods her in the head and gets into her face, and while I'm sleeping soundly, she's in a nocturnal rage. But if it prods her in the back while she's comatose, she thinks it's me with morning wood, but it's just the parson's nose. Let's make use of that, she says. I tell her it's the parson's nose. You're a big boy this morning, she says. No, darling, it's the parson's nose. Don't leave me high and dry, she says, to the parson's nose. If he won't act, you'll have to do, and she fucks the parson's nose. Thank you, my name's Sam Marsh, Wisdom of the Punk Brother. Cheers.
There you go, 3 completely different performers. I hope you enjoyed the first half, and we've got more to come. So about 20 minutes, 5 drinks, go to the toilet, come back.
Berry.